Oh, the music just did something. Hello friends! Hey, welcome to the stream. Big apologies for late start. I was feeling too cozy and didn't catch track of the time. I was watching my dog eat an egg and then it was time to start stream. Soup. Soup. Today would be a good day for soup. Maybe I should have soup for dinner. Are you guys? Oh, I do want to hear how chat's doing. I'm doing pretty good today. You know, the vibes are here. We are vibing. We are chilling. We are having a good moment. Ain't dead yet and messed up my finger and got a new boat. You know, there's the not dead part and getting a new boat is great. I love that for you. The finger I'm still a little concerned for, but you know. Hello everyone. Hi Lord. Hi Dwan. Hi Shard Spoon. I figure I should greet everyone by name. You know, it seems like a good plan. How are you all today? I know I just barely asked that, but I hope that life is treating you well. I'm wearing my favorite jacket that's been getting a little bit too warm to wear recently. I was sitting with my dog today after we were out in the rain. Life is good. I am chilling. I am vibing. Sorry, it's not bled up much today. Did you end up getting stitches for it? Because that really sounds like something that you'd want stitches for. And I am greatly concerned for your well-being. Haha. I'm worried about you. You know, the big worries moment. Big yikes. But anyways, today we're gonna be back in Subnautica. I've got some things to do. I want to make my base kind of cozy. You know, I'm in a cozy vibe. I want to make the cozy vibes happen. I have school to do and struggle with motivation. Cool school tips. Yeah. If you're struggling with motivation for school, drop out. No. No. We are anti-dropout things here. I'm homeschooled, by the way. Okay. That would definitely make it a bit harder to drop out. I'm gonna say is focus on subjects that you like. You know, maybe that's like, I don't know, math or science or something. Oh, intro music is starting to wind down. I should probably turn that off right about now. Eat your house. Lovely advice. Lovely. Here, let me turn up this Subnautica music. Let's just get started on things. Alright, we'll go ahead and change the scene in about 3, 2, 1, and pop! Oh, I forgot to close the screen down. Whoop! Welcome back to Subnautica. I'll just open up the game while we talk. So for struggling with motivation for school, yeah, really just focus on the things that you like. If you can get any amount of serotonin from any of your work, then, you know, use that to your advantage. I only really have math and I hate math. I'm looking for better curriculum so I can graduate from high school, but I only really have math. Ooh, yeah, math is a tough one. You know, I was looking at the world tree outside of my window. That's what I was doing. Gosh, I was one of those kids who was good at math until I hit like calculus, and then suddenly I very rapidly stopped being good at math. Yeah, math is definitely a tricky one. Take it slow, I guess, is my advice there then. You know, just don't make yourself do all the math at once if you're not enjoying it. Just split it up, do the best you can to make it a less yikes experience. I'm an English person. Oh, I feel that. Oh, look at my ghost pictures. Those are nice. Anyway, but yeah, the being an English person trying to do math is big yikes. I blame the sea for eating my math. I ruined my boat and I hit a wave and it flew off. Yeah, ghosty and yeah, also the definitely blame math. Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that, Rogue. That just wow. Things, you know, they gotta do that math. Oh, hey chat, I depleted a reactor rod. I think I've run my scanning room enough that I depleted my reactor rod. Yo, does this mean that I get to make a nuclear waste can? One moment, I gotta set this up. Also, if there's anyone that you know that's good at math, probably a good idea to see if you can talk to them and learn what they know. I've not gotten stitches. I would definitely recommend getting some stitches. Fun fact about that. Just fun little story. All right, now ready? Oh wait, hold on. Ready? Hey, the nuclear waste is gone. Markiplier, make a Markiplier. Yeah, I've been going to I've been watching In Space with Markiplier with like some peeps in my house, and we don't have a ton of time for it because we are all very busy. But we are vibing, you know, we are having a good time of it. Starting to gonna get Scarlet, which I'm fine with. I mean, Lord, as long as you're okay, then that's fine. I'm just know that we are concerned about you and want you to be okay. Hot take. I know this is outside the realm of every single thing that we've been doing. I'm gonna take Scorpio up to the surface, and we're going to pick up some flowers to put in my base. The cozy vibes, they're not quite there in the base. You know, I've got my bed, I've got my Arcade Gorge plush toy, I've got my kitten poster, but really we just need a little bit more. Just a little something else to make it really work for us. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to head out over to the Degassi Island and just pick up some cuttings of various plants to put in there. And then maybe we'll get to, I don't know, killing a reaper with gasopods. All cozy things, all chill, fun vibes. Coffee usually helps me with motivation, but it didn't today. Yeah. Gosh, I'm trying to think what I do for motivation, and it's tricky because usually what I do for motivation is just wait until it's like the very last time, you know, until I have so very little time to do something, and then I just have to do it by that point, so I just make myself do it. But that's really not a good plan, you know, that's not good advice. Then eat some fish. Oh yeah, we're probably going to eat some fish today. I don't think I picked up another emergency the block of food thing. I've forgotten the name of it. Nutrient block? I don't know, I didn't pick up another one, so running a bit low on food supplies, but you know, we've got a thermoblade, we can stab things as we go. Alright, then let's just go ahead and zoom past the ghost right here. Should be able to make it through fairly alright. This is fine. This is totally fine. We might get bonked, but that would also be okay. You know, it's all fine. Oh, hi Lord. Thanks for the exclamation marks. Wait, I'm on land? Turns into full fish, then floops around, then dies. Oh no! Oh no, do not turn into a fish and then perish on land. That would be so sad, actually. Oh no. Oh no, this is so sad. I should do my school before my parents chew me out. Yeah, I would recommend that. You know, always good to do the responsibilities before the parents get upset. Oh, crab squid noises. I wonder where the crab squid is. I haven't seen it recently. Haha, let's keep moving. I want plants. Take some breaks. Don't study first time is good if you want to study a lot. Dewan, you got it. Good. Dewan with the good advice. Ayy. Imagine having good advice. Could not be me. I would never have a single good piece of advice in my entire life. Yeah, taking breaks is good. Splitting things up into manageable sections. Another thing is, if you've got like a decent amount of time to work with, then maybe start with what you know and move to, you know, what you don't know once you're more comfortable with that. But if you don't have a ton of time, then it's actually good to start with the stuff that you don't know while you've still got time to like get help for it. Where? This is the way we want to go. Don't mind me just getting a little bit lost because it's dark outside. Put motivation down the drain. Yeah. Another thing is maybe setting a reward for yourself if you get certain things done. Like that one's never... That one's a little bit tricky. Because, you know, finding a good reward for amount of effort and stuff is difficult, but... Yeah, I don't know, sometimes the promise of doing something good later can be enough to provide you, you know, with enough motivation to do something in the present. Warpers. Boy, I sure am glad that I'm immune to warpers these days. Not done any homework in 1.5 years. Honestly, kinda. No, it's coming up on about 1 year that I haven't done any homework. So that's neat, you know, that's pretty cool. A big haven't done homework in a hot second moment. I get recess will be the reward. I'll graduate from Harvard for a recess, do it. I mean, honestly, pop off if getting recess is something that would work for you, do it. Here, I want to find the right beacon. Yeah, the Aurora beacon. The Aurora rendezvous beacon is what we're gonna use. We gotta cross over the Grand Reef to get there, and so I just want to make sure that I'm, you know, headed the right way and I'm not gonna run into anything untoward on the way. I have no recess? No, but don't they know that the recess is your motivation for graduating from Harvard? Oh, sorry. Smacked a fish there. Sorry. Didn't mean that. Sorry. It's fine, but sorry. Let's see what's other good motivation tricks for doing schoolwork and stuff. If there's someone else that you can do work with, or even I found even just having someone sitting in the same place, like body doubling, can be really helpful for me to do work. It's like when I'm on my own, it's kind of tricky to convince myself to actually do things, but if there's even just like again like someone else in the area, then I'm much more likely to actually get stuff done. Alright, well, welcome to the Degassi Island. It's pretty cool. I haven't been here in a hot second because I kind of speed ran my way through it the first time I was here. We are here to pretty much just pick up some plant cuttings to plant in my base to make it feel more, you know, more cool and chill and exciting. Namely voxel shrubs. Voxel shrubs are my favorite plant in Subnautica because they're just pretty. So we're just going to take some cuttings. How many was that? 4 seeds? Yeah, 4 seeds should be pretty good. Can I take a sample of you? No, I cannot. So we're just going to be walking around looking at plants and being like, are you a pretty plant? Do I want this plant to come live with me in my house? And if so, then, you know, we'll take a sample, take a cutting, and plant around. The Ming plants might be kind of nice to bring. They're kind of cool. My reason for living is peanut butter. I mean, pop off. What is recess? So it is more traditionally spelled Recess, and it's like, oh yeah, I think I do want a Ming plant. Let's take like 4 cuttings. Oh, I've got 5 now. Cool. I have little room for other things, but that's fine. And a recess is essentially just like when you take a break from something, oftentimes to like go outside and when I was in elementary school, recess would be our time to go outside and just like play on a playground or, just chill. And a recess in like court or something is when you just, take a short break and we'll reconvene afterward. My mom, but gets angry anytime I ask her for help because she's bad at math. Yeah, that's maybe a bit less than ideal. I'm terrified of asking my dad for help. I haven't asked him for help in 4 to 5 years. Oh, Reese's, not recess. Reese's peanut butter cups. Oh, sorry, that was a miscommunication on my part. Yeah, Reese's peanut butter cups are pretty important to me personally. They're just very nice, They're just very cool. These plants could be nice. Perhaps. Let's take a look at what they say. This is peanut butter cups, though. Yo. PogChamp. Good for them. Good for these plants. But, sometimes it can be helpful even just to have someone, like, sitting in the same area as you is doing work. Maybe not necessarily like it would be great having help on doing things. Personally, I think that that's fantastic. But if that's not super an option, then sometimes just having someone hang out with you while you do it and like maybe work on something else can be a good way to convince your brain to want to work. Again, I don't know, but if I'm in a room by myself, doing work is difficult, but even just like having another person there, I'm like, oh haha, this works. I wish I could access these grow beds so I could plant one of these Ming plants. I don't necessarily want 5, I just wanted 4. So let's instead take a quick stop back down to Scorpio to drop some things off. Haha, this game has fall damage. Pog plants? I love me some plants. Plants are pretty ideal. New plants. Oh yeah, that's a nice plant. Let's just go ahead and store those there. I want to get another cutting of a voxel shrub because I don't know exactly how many I want, but it's probably more than 4. My brother won't help me as he says he's terrible at math, even though he got better grades than one of my cousins, who's a total math freak. Is there... Gosh, if you're homeschooled, then you probably don't have super great access to other peers who are doing classes. Do you know any, like, the friends or anything who are in a similar, like, math level to you? Because having other people to study with, is very useful. Who would do, like, a book a day? Yo, Pog. I do not do a book of math a day these days. Back when I was in, like, elementary school, I definitely would. Back in elementary school, I was like, I'm good at math, so I really want to do more math. So I like it when the teacher gives us homework because then I can do more math. It was probably a lie. I was probably just feeding into the way that I thought that I should act based off of people's expectations of me. But that's how I was. I have no friends IRL. Yikes. Yeah, so I'd say probably sticking to something like ensuring that you have rewards for spending time doing productive things. Oh, thank you for that, Lord. Give me a question. I want to see what kind of math you study. Oh, me? Sorry, not me. I was like, me doing math? Me? I haven't done math in years. The last time I experienced math was before the incident. Oh, sorry, hit a peeper there. Okay, so we're gonna let Scorpio charge here for a second. And we're just gonna go around and see if there's anything else that we want to bring down to the base. I'm not, the only thing I can think of would be the posters. But I'm not quite certain I want the posters down there. You know, yeah, it's kind of cozy and cool, but, okay, we do want Natural Selection 2 poster. That one for sure. But these ones are like work posters. They're the, you know, the prawn suit posters, and that's like Altera kind of stuff. And we're not huge fans of Altera here. So I might want to come back here and add more levels to this thing. Also more cuttlefish. I want to add more cuttlefish to this thing. I just need more quartz. Which, to be fair, I could, you know, bring some quartz back up from the depths. I could bring... I kind of want to bring the toy car. The toy car is pretty cool. That can come down to the depths with us. I don't slurp up the ocean. Alright, let's go. Alright. Me and Game is gonna drink the ocean while we're just vibing here, and then I personally am going to drink the ocean here. Water bottle. Water. Toy car. Quaitar. Aw, Quaitar. So cute. How many hours do you have playing the game? I think I looked at my Steam profile and it said 125. You know, which is not a ton. I know that there's people who've spent like thousands of hours on this game. But for me, that's kind of a lot. You know, I usually don't play games like this for that long. But, you know, I just keep coming back to Subnautica. It's just really cool. Okay. Alright, I think that's everything that we need from here. Oh, we gotta drink some coffee while we're up here. I have 103 hours. Yo, Pog. Hey, we're kind of similar numbers of hours then. Pog champ, in fact. 1% I know I've played the game for maybe 1,500 hours of both games, 1,000 of the first one. Yeah, gosh, maybe someday I'll have that many hours in a game, but not at the moment. Alright, ready? Coffee. You gotta drink your coffee. When you start in the morning, you just gotta get that coffee going. Alright. Let's go ahead and shut off the Aurora Rendezvous Point beacon. Don't really need that at the moment. We can also turn off Life Pod 17. I'm not headed to the Jelly Shroom Caves at the moment. I mean, probably in the future to get lithium if necessary, but just at the moment I think we're pretty alright. Yeah, so it took me like 30 hours to finish the game the first time, I think. I was like, this is a good plan. I'm gonna play this game, and it took me like 30 hours. The second time I played it, I think it took me a short time to finish the game, but then I stuck around in the world a little bit and did some weird unethical science experiments with bioreactors. I don't like to talk about those days. It wasn't anything too bad. It's not like I was putting cuttlefish in there or anything, which I don't think you actually can do. But I was essentially throwing things in a bioreactor to see just how many filtration rounds it could power of a water filtration machine. And that was certainly an experience. Gotta go. Oh, hi Lord. Thanks for dropping in. Good luck with your day, and also may your finger get better and less stabbed. But yeah, so I was, so again, it wasn't anything too unethical, but oh! Hi Rogue, thanks for your, yeah, thanks for the exclamation marks. 28 fish today, oh no. Oh no. This is so sad. The fish have been consumed. The fish have been eaten. Oh no, this is so sad. Fish. Yes, very much so fish. Gosh, what was that? I feel like I was saying something. I was telling a story of some sort. Oh, I was talking about my second time finishing this game. So basically I'd go off and I'd build a base. I'm gonna trigger crash site again. Get ready to cat jam. So I would go and build a base, and I'd power it with a single bioreactor, and I'd like fill the bioreactor up with acid mushrooms or something, or like peepers. And then I built 4 water filtration machines on top of it. And it was like, how long will it take before the filtration machines run out of power? And before the base runs out of power, like how many materials will it get? So I'd stop in every once in a while to empty the filtration systems, because, you know, obviously you gotta keep emptying them so that the power will keep running. I'm cat jamming. This song is such a bop. Oh, hey, Ray. Welcome to the stream. I am cat jamming because the song that's playing is my favorite. I don't know if you guys can hear it super well. I think I have the volume a bit low. It's called Crash Site, and I might just pull it up to play it for you guys louder. It is such a good song. But, yeah, so that took me a little while in this world. That world, I think, I ended up having like 35 hours in. And now we've got this one, in which it took me about like 20-ish hours to 23, 24 hours to finish the game. And now we are just vibing. We are having a good time. We are simply thriving is all. But yeah. My second time playing the game, I went some places with the bioreactors. How's everyone? I'm doing pretty good today. The vibes are pretty nice. Tally got to eat an egg earlier. Tally, my dog, she's a very good girl, and she deserves all of the eggs, but she can't eat all of the eggs because that would be actually bad for her. So instead she just gets an egg like every once in a while, because it's good for her coat, it's good for her mood, and she also just, I know what it is, chat, but I don't know if you guys have experienced this. I like giving dogs food because they enjoy it so much. It's like they're so appreciative of the experience of having food, and that just makes me want to give them more food to watch them enjoy it. Quimby, I'm making Minecraft mod that overhauls the ocean. Yo, I mean, if you ever want anyone to play test it, hey, that sounds like something that would be right up my alley. Let's just scooch forward a little bit, leave a respectable height above crush depth, and we zoom. I've got some plant cuttings that I need to go back for, but I need to actually build spots for them to go first. So let's go ahead and grab some titanium. Oh, actually, let's put the toy car down first. Here. I believe there should be room on this shelf for the toy car. We're actually going to pick up the Aurora miniature as well, because I need to change the way that it's sitting to be able to fit the toy car. This is the most frustrating system of rotating items, but it's fine. There. Alright, so now we've got the Aurora and a toy car next to each other, and that's great. Subnautica inspired me, and I can't mod Subnautica, so I mod Minecraft. Heck yeah, pop off. Live your best life. I believe in you so much, Rogue. Restreams well. Yo, I should drop a follow for you. Doing it right that I got COVID. That hasn't been that bad. Oh, I mean, I hear someone gets COVID, I go, oh no, this is so sad. I'm glad to hear that it hasn't been too bad. And yeah, I've seen you post your streams like in the time travel SMP Discord, and also like occasionally on mine, and I keep meaning to drop in, but I'm very busy. It'd be lovely to come drop in sometimes. Some ginger cinnamon tea. Oh, ginger cinnamon tea is great. I really like ginger just as a flavor. I think it is kind of great. Okay, so let's go ahead and do maybe some chic plant pots, perhaps. Let's either that or wall things. Let's just build a chic plant pot and then see how we feel. That's kind of pretty. that's kind of nice. We'll go ahead and do some chic plant pots. Yay! Plants. I'm actually really excited to get some plants in here. There's just something so lovely about, you know, just here. I'll plant 2 in every planter, and then eventually when I have enough space we'll put more in. You know, eventually when I have enough samples we'll put more in. But there's just something so lovely about having access to plants in an underwater space. Then, okay, on our bottom layer, we also need some livening up around here. So let's do some composite plant pots. Because, you know, we gotta be a bit more industrial. And this is where the vases are going to go. Like the Ming plant. That's where those are gonna be. It's gonna be a nice, more, you know, business-like vibe. And then anything in my private bedroom is gonna be like, you know, the pretty plants. I'm not sure exactly how I managed that sequence of events, but, you know, I'll take it. I'll take it. Chat, have I told you about my, thing with tea? Oh, missing some titanium. 'Cause, it's kind of really silly. Kind of feel silly sometimes about it. I've got this thing, chat, where I pretty much only drink like mint tea exclusively, and I make it as a milk tea, so it's not even like it's, you know, you know, pure mint tea. I just can't really stand. We'll put some plant pots in here too. That'll be nice. I just really get confused about tea because it always smells so good, and then it never tastes like it smells, and that just makes me a little bit like upset with the world. I'm just like, no, it's lying to me. It's not actually. It doesn't taste like it smells, and then I'm just angry. I feel bad about that. We'll go ahead and put some plant shelves here. Can you actually plant anything in plant shelves? Okay, you can, but not the Ming plants, and I'm kind of working with the Ming plants at the moment, so we'll go ahead and... I was gonna get a grub basket. I only drink sugar teas. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I'm like, yeah, I gotta get that sugar content. And I'm so weak when it comes to my tea consumption. The problem is, I feel like that's the only spot that really matches the plant vibes here. I could put some plants in here, but this is really more, that's kind of a purely industrial space, so I don't know how I feel about that. I could put some plants down in the nuclear reactor room, but that just feels in poor taste. In this area, I guess I could put some here. You know, it's already got plants, but surely you could use more plants. We eat a lot of herbal stuff. Sometimes you don't take medicine in some scenarios, like for sore throat and other diseases. I mean, hey, if it works, then it works. Wait, this takes 2 titanium. Hold on, heck nah, we are doing chic plant pots. Heck nah. Heck nah. There's no way in heck I'm spending 2 titanium on plant pots. No, not when I could do 1. Wait, did these take 2 also? Hold on, I could have sworn it took 1. Why do they take so much titanium? I mean, I'll do it if necessary, because I do need the green space, but I could have sworn it only took 1. It's fine. You know, I'll expend the resources for the pretty plants. I'll do it. It's a bit of a burden, but I'll do it. 'Cause look how nice that is. Look how nice it is to just have some plants vibing. And then if we go up to like my actual room, like having the voxel shrubs, that's so nice. That's such a such a sprig of color to my life. I've got one more Ming plant seed. I don't know where I want to put it. I could put it right here. Do I have any? I don't have any titanium on me. I didn't grab enough. Whoop. One moment, please. Where is it? That's where I was gonna put it. And we are gonna do chic plant pots because, and at the end of the day, they do look better. And there we go. So now we've got some nice greenery. Oh, I've also got my Natural Selection 2 poster. That I want to put in my room. Maybe like right next to the kitten poster. Maybe we move the kitten poster so that I can have 2 posters up. See, now we've got Natural Selection and kitten poster. Alternatively, though, alternatively, kitten poster, and then Natural Selection 2 poster right here. So that, you know, I've got different views on them. So I could come up and I'm like, wow, kitten poster. And I look over that way and it's like Natural Selection 2. That's kind of cool. Well, thanks for the like, Rogue. Good luck being sneaky. Okay. Once these are fully grown, then we can stab them to get more samples to replant. Look at them go. I also like how they keep in constant motion even here. I haven't slept in a hot second. I should take a nap. My arcade gorge toy. You're sleepy today. You're sleepy and kind of soft and just having a good time of it. It is kind of annoying how you get caught in the bed sometimes, but cannot be helped. And look at that. This is such a view. Chat, why would I ever go back to Altera when I could stick around and have this? Doesn't make any sense. You know, a hot take. Considering how chill and cozy I'm feeling, what if we did a little bit of environmentalism? I think we should do some environmentalism. Because you know these guys, the sea crowns, they are very endangered. And I have the power to make them less endangered. So what if we just built like another grow bed and got started on, you know, oh, it only takes 2 titanium for it. Why does it take 2 titanium for an exterior grow bed and a plant pot inside? That doesn't make any sense. It's kind of off balance, which does bother me a little bit, so maybe let's see if we can fix that. But how does that make any sense? Okay, let's just spin. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round. And yeah, that's pretty alright. I'll take it. And then don't worry, I am going to be stabbing the extremely rare endangered plant. But it's okay, because I'm going to be replanting them. Yo, I did manage to get 2 in there. Alright, I was having trouble for some reason getting 2 sea crowns to sit there. Then... Alright, let's replant here as well. I've ended up with 1 too many for this area, but that's alright because, you know, if I'm going to be repopulating this entire plant, I'm going to need plenty of samples, but let's go ahead and leave our environmentalism there for the moment. Do I have anywhere that, you know, that'll work for keeping a sample. Just making sure there's nowhere else that I've... Oh, I've got a lava lizard egg. I really don't want lava lizards running around, so that's kind of a rip. I need to make more ion batteries. Man, you know that moment when you're just having a chill, silly, happy, fun time and then you realize that you're underprepared for survival? That's me. That's the moment that I'm having. I also don't have a spare ion power cell, but I did just get some extra batteries. Oh, and nutrient blocks. I also need to pick up an extra nutrient block. I could have sworn I brought some down here with me. They're probably on Andromeda. Hey Andromeda, one moment please. Yep, there we are. Extra nutrient block, bam. Okay, so oh, my voxel shrubs should be somewhat fully grown now, so I should be able to pick some up and plant them elsewhere. Yeah! See, now we can fully replenish this so that it has, you know, full baby seeds. And then drop some more in here. Stab and stab. So now I've got more space in there. And then that should be enough, that I can top off the rest of this. In fact, it's actually a little bit too much, but that's okay because I can put more voxel shrubs in other places. They are a pretty plant, and I can work with that. I just like them a lot. I like the way that they do their little swaying thing, and I like the little pink tip they've got. It's just nice. In fact, remember that area I had earlier with doing like the little wall plant things? What if we go ahead and put some of those in? Let's put some in here because it's, you know, always a good idea to include some greenery in your industrial spaces so that people don't notice that they are working long hours. Can you name anything here? I can name beacons and I can name vehicles. I think that that's about it. So we're gonna have some voxel shrubs in there. Now let's go ahead and put some voxel shrubs in here as well. And those are well aligned enough that I'm okay to not stress about it. Alright, and then we're gonna have some plants there. That'll be nice. Okay, so, I've just spent some time making my basil pretty. Hot take, what if we go kill a reaper now? I know that that may be coming right out of left field, but I was talking to Cyborg. Oh, I didn't mean to pick up that marble melon. I actually kind of meant to stab it. Let's just... Awkward. I was talking with Cyborg yesterday and asking how the killing the reapers with the gasopods method works. And it turns out you do need to use the stasis rifle, so that's what I was doing wrong. Want my mushroom cow demon in a car or vehicle? Which one was that? Hold on. I don't think you currently have a names for... I don't think you currently have a names that hasn't been redeemed. Mr. Malouk. Okay, we can name a beacon or something, Mr. Malouk. I don't have any unnamed vehicles at the moment, but would a beacon be alright? But you don't currently have any unused names redeems. You did some of those earlier. You switched them around. But hey, if you want to drop another one, then I'd be happy to name something Mr. Malouk for you. I'm just wandering around the brine. I'm not even looking for anything in particular. I'm just wandering around the brine. This is a perfectly normal thing to do. I'm hidden by the little vine things. That's nice. I like that a lot. It's so sneaky. The Lost River is fun because it looks like there's water with the brine and everything, but then you're actually in water the entire time. So that doesn't make any sense. I don't have points. Oh no. Oh no, this is so sad. Well, if you ever get more points enough to the point where you can name something Mr. Malouk, just let me know. Yep, I'm liking how adding more plants has made the interior of this space feel much more, you know, at home. 'Cause like, look, I've just got this Ming plant here. And that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. I think we should go kill a Reaper. I know it's a scorching hot take, but look at him go. Look at him grow. Scorching hot take, I think it is I think I want to explore the dunes a little bit. And again, the Reapers have kind of been in my way for that. But don't worry, it's not going to be super dramatic like yesterday's you know, leviathan fights. Today we're just going to take it nice and calm. You know, it's just going to be a routine inspection, as it were. I'm realizing that that might sound even worse. I promise we're fine here, and I'm just not feeling, you know, like, yeah, let's kill the thing. And it's just like, yeah, let's just, dangerous area, gotta remove the leviathans to get through. Like, let's just go. Some capitalist person price up everything. It was me. I did price up the cost of names and stuff, but like, listen, I simply cannot name everything Mr. Malouk. As funny as it is, I just simply cannot. Does the Seamoth take damage from the brine? Oh, Pog. Oh, it does. It does take damage from the brine. Yep. Yep, it took just a little bit of damage, but that's damage for sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and get on out of here. I do wonder if I'm gonna have to kill the ghost in this area, because there's plentiful titanium deposits in this area, but there's also like a big giant leviathan who would probably want to attack me if it saw me. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not really in the habit of wanting to get attacked by big giant leviathans. It's actually pretty low on my list of approved activities. You know, that's why I've started removing some of them from the areas that I frequent for base materials. Alrighty, chat, I'm gonna go under the bridge. I'm gonna go under the bridge and we're gonna whoop. Hey, I don't know why that was so fun, but I don't think I've scanned any of the unique flora in this area. Let's just pyrocoral. Because it's so cool in here, this little corridor thing. And then the brine lilies. They're pretty cool. They're pretty nice. They're pretty epic, but, oh, that's a crab squid. I should get back in my ship. Oh, okay. Let's just go up above the crab squid. I think that that's a good plan for not getting gotten by the crab squid. Yep, excuse me, passing through. Don't worry about it. We are okay. No problems whatsoever. Just making my way downtown, walking fast, passing crabs. Do 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 do. Is it nighttime out here? We're gonna have to get a bit closer to the surface to be able to tell, but I think it may possibly be nighttime. Oh, no, oh, okay, so we're seeing some light. That's a good indicator that it may not, in fact, be nighttime, but it could be. Do I wait for this 5k? You'll find you'll redeem your point, I will make another Mr. Malouk. Challenge accepted. Okay, well, I've triggered the blood kelp trench music, which is kind of a creepy music to be listening to, but that's fine. Am I going the right way? I think I am. Probably not. That looks like we're heading into the Grand Reef. I don't really want to head into the Grand Reef. There's an adult ghost leviathan down there. So let's go ahead and not do that, shall we? Haha, anyway. How did I end up going over there? Oh well. Oh well. Where am I? Actually, hot take. recognize this section. Well, there's a wreck that I haven't really been to before. I'm gonna be honest, this looks kind of sketch. This looks pretty sketch. Where am I? Where have I found myself? Okay. Oh wait, no, I think I just got turned around. Perhaps? No, wait, no. Where am I? Somewhere in the Blood Kelp Trench to be sure, but where in the Blood Kelp Trench? Huh. I don't recognize this spot. Wow, okay. But where is Mr. Milk? Is everything okay with him? I think so. Mr. Milk is just busy a lot of the time and has to lurk very often. I'm kind of worried that we'll run into the dunes if we go that way. I really don't want to run into the dunes. At least not while I'm prepared for it. Well, I'm not prepared for it. So maybe let's just go a bit further back and see if I can find where my route went sour. Because I really do not recognize that place. Don't recognize that either. Do we go this way instead? This is going into a covered cavern section. Oh, I do not spend enough time in the Blood Kelp Trench to know where I am. Maybe if we go this way, unless I'm gonna run into a wall pretty soon. No? Okay. Cool. This is looking more familiar. And I'm still seeing blood vines, so we're not in the void. This is okay. We are doing fine. This is okay, chat. We are all fine. There's nothing wrong happening here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Okay. Alright, well that was strange. But, as it turns out, the Blood Kelp zone still holds many mysteries. Am I back where I just was? No, where am I? Gosh, what's happening? Nope, I was just a little bit deep from my regular entrance. The Blood Kelp Trench. It still holds so much fear for me. See, we're emerging out on the grassy plateaus now. That's okay. That's what we like. That's what we want to see. I think I'm pretty well equipped to take on a Reaper if I just pick up some gasopods. Like, I've got my stasis rifle with me and everything. So what if we just go for it, you know? What if we just see what we can do? I know that the music is sounding vaguely ominous, but I promise it's okay. A lot of Subnautica's music just kind of sounds ominous, and that's the way that it be. Alright, where's a gasopod? There we are! Whoops, spadefish. That could have been a bonk. Alright, friend, I'm gonna need some help from you. Yep, there we are. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, and now this guy. Whoop. Can I... There we are. Okay, they've started to pop. We gotta be careful not to get caught in the blast. Yep, there we go. I need approximately like 20 of these, is what Cyborg said. We've got not 20. Probably just going for a whole ton is the way to go, you know? That's gonna be the move. Okay. Whoop. Hey friend. Mind dropping some gas pods? There we go. I'm gonna get caught in the blast. Yep, there we are. How are we looking? You know, that looks like it just might be enough. Alright. Leviathan time, Leviathan time, Leviathan time, Leviathan time. Okay. So the way that Cyborg described it to me... Oh, Tally's barking. Don't mind her, she's fine. The way that Cyborg describes it to me is that I need to find a Reaper, and then I need to stasis rifle it. And then, when it's been stasis rifled, I gotta get into the field and drop all the gasopods, then retreat a distance back, and then wait for it to perish. There was... Last time we were here... Oh, there we are. Let's just try it out, you know? Oh, hold on. Save. Gotta save. Let's just see if we can't figure this out. Alright. Hey, friend. If you could not swim away from me, that would be much appreciated. Still would appreciate lack of swimming away from me. Alright, it's coming closer again. There we go. And it's turned around again. Just come a bit closer. Come a bit closer, please. I know that there's multiple Reapers in the area and I don't want to get double teamed because I only probably have enough gasopods for one. Sorry, gas pods from the gasopods. Ugh. Language. Alright. Come here. Come here. I wanna breathe. I'm filled with so much trepidation. Alright, big breathing hours. Big consuming water hours. We try this again. See, that's decently close. That's alright. Then let's just wait here for it to come back. Get away. I've got bigger fish to fry today, little shark. Alright, alright. Watch as it's just gonna keep going away from me. It's just gonna come ever so slightly back into view, and then it's just gonna keep turning around. That sounds like something that would happen. Hey, friend. How are you? How are you doing? Hey, buddy. You wanna come over here? Really, do you wanna come? Hey, notice me. I'm here. Hey, come check me out. I'm probably disturbing you. You should have sonar. Canonically, you have sonar. Why are you... Okay, well, I'm gonna go... I just keep not getting close enough. That's the thing. That's the problem. So let's go ahead and go breathe again. Just checking I'm not getting followed. I'm not getting followed. Let's go breathe again, and then this time, let's just commit to the bit, you know? Your Honor, my client was simply committing to the bit. And it's me. I am my client, and I'm committing to the bit. Yeah, it's getting dark. We gotta take care of this fast. Alright, where are you? There you are. Hey, friend. Whoop. There we go. Alright, got him. Then we go in. We drop as many gasopods as we can. And then we swim away, is what I've been told. Okay, 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 okay. Then we wait for the field to dissipate. It's kind of soaking in all of that gasopodness. And it's dead. Wow, that is so much easier. Wow, kinda unbelievably easier than the knife method. Huh. Well, there's one. I'm not sure how many there are in the dunes. I know it's at least more than one. Maybe like 4? Should we just go on a... Listen, I don't know that matches the cozy vibes to go on a leviathan slaying adventure. I do want to stay being cozy. So maybe now that we've, you know, had our adventure, we've had our fun with that, maybe now we just go back down to the lava zone and keep building some things. Oh, congrats, thanks, Shard Spoon. Yeah, that was so much easier than the knife method. Just kind of knocked that thing right out. To the point where I can almost say, look guys, we just tranquilized the Reaper. It's definitely just sleeping. Haha, see, we just released the tranquilizer in the field and it's, you know, totally fine now. No problems here. If you know, but that's if I'm trying to alleviate my conscience for having killed something. I'm not sure where my conscience stands with it at the moment. You know. But yeah, I'm not quite sure that going on a leviathan slaying adventure matches the vibes. It'd be cool. It'd be cool to see what the dunes have to offer. But I feel like I might get pretty stressed about trying to predict where the leviathans are going to be and making sure I have enough gasopods to take them all out. So maybe we'll just go do some base building after this. Oh, maybe we'll finish up my aquarium. My aquarium has been a work in progress for a long time. There's a little face on that. It's a little just 2 eyes and a flat mouth. That was kind of cute. Alright, let's just repair that one little bit of damage. And then what we need is quartz. And I'm already kind of missing large deposits. I've left my flashlight in the depths of the world. I just realized that my flashlight is occupied at the moment by being very much so underground. I could probably just make another flashlight, but that's a bit odd. That's a bit weird that happened. Alright, so we need 10 quartz to be able to make another layer of the aquarium. If we go for 20, we could get 2 layers. That's a lot of quartz, but at the same time, that's a lot of aquarium. Let's just follow the trail, you know? See what we can get. Oh, there's lots of quartz around here. Doop. Look at that. What did I tell you? Grassy plateaus coming through on the quartz. When I say what I tell you, I mean all those days ago when I was like, yeah, grassy plateaus usually have a lot of quartz in them. Oh, missed one over here, it looks like. Unless that's... Is that in the jelly shroom caves or something? Or is it just further out in the grassy plateaus? It's just further out. Okay, so one argument for going to the dunes is that there is another cuttlefish egg in the dunes. And I do love cuttlefish. Kind of a lot. They are my friends. They are my own personal little friends on this, in this ocean planet that I have found myself. 6, 5, 11, 13. Let's go for 20. Just need 7 more, and that's enough for 2 layers of aquarium. Kind of a steal, honestly. 1 quartz collecting trip and then 2 whole aquarium layers. Am I going to run out of oxygen before then, though? Probably not. This is undoubtedly fine. 4, 8, 14, 17. I need 3 more. That's 1, that's 2, and 3. Alright. 2 layers of aquarium, here I come. I'm excited because I've got a lot of Reginalds in my aquarium, and I want to see if building more aquarium space will allow me to have even more Reginalds. I don't know if that was, I know that in Below Zero, if you put fish in an aquarium, you'll end up with more fish. But I don't know if the first game has that feature. It's not a bug, it's a feature. In this case, yes, it is actually a feature. Oh, look at my little hat. It's so lonely without everything. One sec. One moment. Whoop. There we are. Orange circles all across my screen, constantly. Never can escape. Just orange circles, always. For eternally, forever. And we're just gonna make a ton of glass. Do I need any titanium for it? I've got titanium. Reginald? Oh yeah, I'll show you once we go into the aquarium. They are a type of fish. They're a really pretty fish. And they're also conveniently one of the best food sources in the game. Like, obviously I myself live a very vegetarian lifestyle at the moment because, you know, it's more convenient to grow food than to just have to go out and stab it. Yeah, that should be enough glass. Let me just check that I don't need anything else. Titanium. I think I just need 4. But Reginald's, if we make our way over to here. Let me just show that first. This is Reginald. They're all named Reginald. Every single one of them. It's like how Peepers are all named Peepers and Gary Fish are all named Gary. Every Reginald is just named Reginald. And I think that Reginalds are really cool, and cooked they give you plus 40 food, so that's cool. I would stab one to demonstrate, but I want to be really careful with stabbing in my aquarium space. And also I don't really want to stab a Reginald. You know, I spent so much time collecting all of them. Before I even found the blueprints for the alien containment tank, I was like hoarding Reginalds so that when I finally found the blueprint for it, I could build it. Alright. Let's get another layer on this thing. Now my fish have some more space to go. And let's get another layer on this as well, so that my fish have even more space to go. I like the purple. Yeah, they're a really pretty fish. They're kind of darling, actually. So, I kind of like being able to look down on my aminals. I don't think if I could build a hatch on top, I would, but I don't think you can. Yeah, look at that. I need to get some jelly ray eggs and put them in here. That'd be cool. Some jelly ray eggs. I should also put a hatch like right here so that it can just immediately enter without having to worry about all of the stairs. Look at my cuttlefish. They're just thriving in this environment. They're so good. You can pick them up and release them to the wilds, but then you can't pick them up again, and I feel very afraid of that. Very cool, very cool. You can also put some plants in here. I should put a sea crown in here. That'd be great. Yeah, I've got a fair amount of space here. I could put like a sea crown. I could put like a jelly shroom in there. That'd be neat. From the moment though, I do kind of want to see if we can get some jelly ray eggs. Jelly rays are my favorite rays. I like them even more than the World Tree Cove rays. Just pretty. Stab marble melon. Plant marble melons. Eat some lantern fruit. Nom, tasty. Very lovely. They are very lovely. They're very precious. Did I have anything in the storage? Nope, we're good. Alright. Okay, sea moth, let's go. Let's just grab a beacon for that. I think it's... Yep, life pod 13. There we are. And I'm pretty sure I know what a jelly ray egg looks like. They're like blue and blue, you know? They are blue. At some point, okay, so I know that there's like, I don't know the exact number of cuttlefish that there are in the game, but I think it's like 5 or something. I know that there's an egg in the middle of the dunes, I think. And there's some alien caches that have that have cuttlefish eggs in them. And I know that a lot of them are out around the Grand Reef, the Deep Grand Reef, and like the Sea Treader's Path, which I've never actually been to the Sea Treader's Path in this time playing through. I should do that. So those are areas that I should probably stop by just to pick up. No, and also the giant mushrooms. We could see if we could find the cuttlefish egg in the giant mushroom. I mean, if we're gonna be in the area, may as well. Alright, life pod 13. Take me to the take me to the mushroom forests. Yay! Mushroom forests, let's go. We should be seeing, yep, I was gonna say we should be seeing jelly rays any minute, and there they are. They're just so pretty. Okay, let's duck down to the seafloor and see if we can find any eggs. Again, they're like blue. They're very, very, very blue. Big blue vibes. They are blue in color and ovalish in shape. So that's what we are looking for, is egg. Big egg moment out here. Oh, bonk. Sorry. I don't know if I bonked myself into something or if I bonked something else, but always best to apologize. This is another spot where it's really fast. Ah, see, they're blue. Very much blue. Advanced theories, alien eggs. I've picked up alien eggs before. Evidence suggests that a substantial number, if not all of the local species, reproduce through egg laying. Eggs can be found resting on the seafloor, buried beneath detritus, or even wedged into cracks in the rock. Different species likely favor different biomes as their nesting grounds. Eggs discovered in the wild are some form of natural stasis, likely awaiting ideal conditions in which to hatch, or the delivery of some vital enzyme which will kickstart the process. It is impossible to calculate the species of the egg from the exterior. However, it may be possible to stimulate a hatching response if an egg is relocated to a suitable alien containment unit. That's me, that's what I'm gonna do. I want 2 jelly rays. I might end up with more jelly rays if that happens, but honestly I wouldn't complain because I like jelly rays. They're pretty. Over there's the dunes actually, where we just were when we killed a reaper. The eggs are yeah, see, the blue is really the best descriptor word that I have for them. Oh, I can hear a reaper. There's a little roar noise in the background. That is a reaper call. Theoretically, that should mean that they know where we are, because reapers are supposed to have echolocation, but in practical game terms, that's not usually what happens. Oh, 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 oh. Egg. Alright. So we've got 2 creature eggs. That's great. That's awesome. That's phenomenal. Let me just repair up Scorpio here for a sec. And then let's see if we can find the giant mushroom to get a an egg for the cuttlefish. There should be a big old mushroom tree somewhere. Don't know exactly where. I just know that it's somewhere, pretty much. Well, that is the northern blood kelp zone, so we are probably not in the right area. It's like a big, gigantic old mushroom tree. Very cool. Very pog. You know, love me the northern blood kelp zone. That's, you know, an entrance to the Lost River, as it were. But, not exactly headed out there right now. Fun fact, I know people who have encountered a reaper in this forest. The leviathans usually do a good job at staying to their areas and, you know, sticking where they're supposed to. I imagine that there's some sort of, you know, code keeping them there. But sometimes they detach. Sometimes, oh wait, is it over here? Is this it? Oh, I think this is it. Sometimes they detach. And then you end up with the leviathans not being where they're supposed to be. I've seen it happen with ghost leviathans. I've seen it happen with reapers. It's kind of funny, except for how terrifying it is. Okay, so we're looking for a little tunnel in the roots here that'll let us enter the space. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Didn't mean to smack the thing there. Oh, is that it? Can I take my sea moth in here? That might be too small. In fact, I might have to see if I can push this out. Hey, can I escape this? Yes, I can. Okay. Well, okay, sea moth can't go in, so I just gotta keep an eye on my oxygen. This would be another time. Would be great if I'd remember to bring my flashlight with me. Huh. That would have been cool. I could stop and build another one. I go back to base, but if I'm already here. So we gotta be really careful spelunking this area. Because if I lose... Oh. Thanks, Ada. Thanks, Ada. Probably thanks to you and chat must have the motivation to commit math slaughter and did math. Yo! Congratulations! I'm glad that you did the math slaughter. That is awesome. Or, I mean, maybe less the math itself and more the fact that you did it is awesome. You know. I'm looking for egg. And I really wished I had my flashlight. I forgot my flashlight and now I'm struggling a wee tiny bit. Okay, so those tunnels lead back on themselves. Oh, there is this space up here though that I can travel. 180 seconds of oxygen. Making sure I know my way down. It's right there. The egg is in a little side room, if I remember correctly. A little space off to the side. Okay, we can go further up. We can go further up. I got the serotonin to last the rest of the day. Heck yeah. Okay, I'm going back for breathing, and then we'll continue. Ooh, got those suicide bomber eggs yet? Yeah, we got a reaper with the method. Turns out it gets a lot easier when you use your stasis rifle. We might go and kill another reaper at some point. I felt like it maybe didn't fit the cozy vibes of today. So, you know, was not sure about that one, but if I ever get tired of being cozy, then, you know, we'll for sure give it another shot. Okay. So at the moment, well, that's not a cuttlefish egg, but I will take the egg actually. Didn't explore that lower section really, but that's probably fine. The goal is to not drown here. Okay, and we found a way out. Still not quite what I'm looking for, because I want the egg. What is that egg, though? It might be a bone shark egg. Not too sure. I might put it in the containment tank, and then if it hatches into something I don't like, I'll remove it. I finished my homework. Hey, congratulations, Ray. Man, we've got so much homework finishing in chat. I'm actually legitimately really proud of you guys. Homework finishing is such an accomplishment. I remember my last semester of university just being told, like, just, you know, finish things out, just finish your homework and stuff, and you can, you can live your life after that, but just please, like, finish doing things. And I'm glad that you guys are also finishing things. There's another one of these creature eggs. I will pick it up because I see no reason not to, but still not a cuttlefish egg. 2 math slaughters in chat today. Heck yeah. Slaughter that math. Show it who's boss. Pretty sure I've already been in that little crevice twice. That's the way back down. Again, really wish I had my flashlight so that I could, in fact, see. Okay, we're in a higher area up here. This is such a twisty, turny little spot, you know? There's just a lot happening here. I'm never quite sure where I am at any given moment. Cuttlefish bee, smile. They're just too cute. Yeah, they're just precious. I love cuttlefish. Cuttlefish are absolutely fantastic. Okay, found my way out again. Which, sure, again, I'll take the oxygen, but maybe we start from the top this time? Maybe that'd be easier than starting from down? Oh, well. We're figuring it out. That's all. I will get that cuttlefish. I will. Don't get me wrong, I will get that cuttlefish. We just gotta be really careful to not die in the process. Okay, where's the entrance? Watch as I lose the other entrance. Oh wait, no, there it is. Okay. Alright, Scorpio. Stay here, friend. Yep. Oh, hey! Thanks for the hydrate, Ray. Here, let me... We're a little early to drink water in-game, but I can exit my sea moth so that I am... You know, I could be drinking the ocean. Like, you know, I could be. And then I will drink water IRL as well. Water. Water pog. Thanks for the hydrate. I've been really bad about remembering to drink water lately, so appreciate it. Yeah, so theoretically at some point in here, there should be a little, like, side hallway thing that contains a cuttlefish egg. And I found it once before. On my second playthrough, I came in through here and, you know, really put in some effort to find that cuttlefish. But I had like 2 oxygen tanks and an actual flashlight instead of my Sea Glide flashlight. So, you know, it was a bit better prepared that time. Okay, that's the way all the way down. That's ancient history, been there, done that. This is such a confusing mushroom. Has it considered not being confusing? I really think they should consider being not confusing. Because, like, they'll go up one way and you'll be like, this is an area I haven't explored yet, and then it definitely is. Theoretically, my theory is correct. You'll have to give me a reminder. What was your theory? I mean, I can find my way down from here, which is great. I love being able to find my way out so that I can breathe. That's pretty pog champ, in fact. But it's just everything from there that then becomes the issue. It's difficult to find markers of where you've been. There is a tool for pathfinding that you can use. Here, I'm just gonna exit and go breathe. I know I've got 100 seconds of oxygen, but I don't trust it. Oh, so your theory is correct that your theory is correct. Interesting, interesting. I feel like you could nest that pretty heavily. Like, theoretically, my theory theoretically is correct. You'll have to... You could do all kinds of unethical science practices with that much nesting of answers. Let's spend a bit more time on this level. I feel like I either go up or down too fast from here. Okay, if I remember correctly, I don't think it was up. We'll give up another, little check, a little look-see. But I'm pretty sure that it's not gonna be up. That seems like a paradox. This theory is false. Don't think about it. I'm gonna have to go with true on that one. Well, it's a paradox. Can't be true, you moron. Big Gladys moment. Could I find my way out to my ship from here? Oh, yes, I could. Oh, well, I was having a little moment of, am I lost? Oh, yo, I can drink water in game now. Water pog. Yeah, big Gladys vibes. I think we gotta go down, chat. I think going up is the wrong move. We gotta go further down. I think you have to go up to go down, which is confusing as all get out. What's my way down? That's the way out. I remember by those 2 tree leeches. I like how the Frankenturrets broke in that moment, showing they were smarter than me. Like, yeah! No, that's always such a fun little moment for me. I'm like, Frankenturrets are gone. They thought about it and ended up in some bad form, and then Wheatley's just chilling. He's just vibing, actually. I know I keep going back for oxygen, but I really don't want to get stuck in here. So at, like, the first sign that I don't know where I'm going, I'm always just like, retreat! Retreat! Oh. Okay, we found our way further down again. Why is this such a confusing little mushroom? It's like a mushroom, but it's confusing. Who authorized this? Was it me? Did I authorize this? If so, why? Why did I authorize this? Also, why did I leave my flashlight in the Lost River? Ooh, Gru cluster. That's actually kind of cool. Never looked at those really too closely. Don't think you can scan them, though. There's like a little chamber off to the side somewhere that I keep missing somehow. Again, I'm pretty sure it's further down than up. I keep ending up in this little spot. I'm gonna leave that lithium there as a marker for that I've been there. Like, programming them to not understand their paradoxes, I mean. Hey, that could, yeah, okay. Just, if you hear a paradox, I simply do not hear. I simply do not hear the paradox. No more paradox. All done. All done paradox. This is the way back up. Why are there so many tunnels in this mushroom? And what's on the other side? Okay, I probably don't need to start making my way back yet, but I'm getting that antsy feeling of not knowing exactly where I am, so I might start heading back soon. Yeah. Yeah, especially because I don't actually know where I am at the moment. Again, this is a big, would be nice if I had my flashlight moment. Oh, there we are. Even further down, okay. So there's 3 distinct middle layers, as what I just was thinking about. 3 distinct middle layers of things. I'm pretty sure it's closer to the bottom than it is to the top. So maybe we'll start from down again. Where was it? It was over. Yes, it was. Because that where the brain coral is was next to it. Alright, so 3 distinct middle layers. I'm pretty sure I've explored the first one and the third one pretty thoroughly, but I don't know that I've spent a ton of time in that second layer. So just, you know, first layer, pretty distinct. Second layer, I feel like, yeah, there's that spot with the lithium in it. And there's that spot up there that leads further. But have I spent much time elsewhere in this space? That also leads to up. Is that all of the progression spots from this point? Yeah, a little alcove and then up and up. Do I go up here this way very often? Oh no, this is another little tunnel thing, so it's not actually part of that third layer. Okay. Yep, so there's that way and that way that you can progress to little alcoves. And then this is the definitive way up from here to go into the third layer. So I'm keeping an eye on my oxygen because I don't trust it. No, I trust that it's like gonna randomly disappear, but you know, maybe the better way to say that is I don't trust myself with it. So on the ground area of this third layer, there's not really a ton to do. You have to pass up into the top section to be able to look around further. There's a spot with lithium here. Just kind of an empty nook. Is this... what are you? This is another nook with a little piece of lithium in it. Okay, I'm gonna go for oxygen soon. But, okay, and then you've got this little area up here that curves around, but also has a space that takes you up into the fourth layer with a little thing there. Okay, I should go for oxygen soon. Can I find my way out from here? Probably. If I try hard enough. But if I try hard the mushroom. Chat, do you guys know anything about this mushroom? Because I am struggling with it quite a bit. I can pretty easily find my way out now. But that's not really helpful when what I want to do is find the cuttlefish egg. Big claps, big claps. I really wish I had a flashlight. Maybe I should make a quick trip to grab my flashlight. That might make this easier. Dead chat moment. Yeah, that's a mushroom. It is. It's a giant mushroom plant thing. And it is, yep, it is very large and it has an egg that I'm looking for inside of it. And I know that the egg is in a little alcove off to one direction, but I can't remember where that direction is. So I've kind of been fruitlessly shoving myself into this area to look for things. Okay, can I see without use of my sea glide? Kind of. I feel like the sea glide has not been super helpful because it, you know, I go so much faster with it. Okay. Have I been in this little space before? Maybe, perhaps. There's no cuttlefish in there. I know not. Oh man. Thanks for trying, guys. I'm 21 seconds behind. Oh no, that's a significant number of seconds to be behind. Wishing you the best, Ray. If it makes you feel better, I don't think that 21 seconds is actually that bad of a delay. I did, at least for me, I did a delay test with ChadCat the other day, and they were like 21 seconds behind also. So I don't think that that's too unusual. I don't think you're getting pulled back into time travel again. I should play Bugs Next. Cool. Also, just a quick note, we don't usually like encourage talking about ages in chat because that can get pretty sketch. Like, I'm not gonna, be like, no, but just be careful with what information you share on the internet. But having a job could be really nice. Just as an adult person, first of all, I'm gonna stab this spadefish. I want to eat it. But I do personally enjoy, the act of having money, and I think it's personally reasonable for you to also want to enjoy the act of having money. So, kind of pog, kind of cool, kind of a vibe. Alright, we go back. So this first layer, not really seeing anything. Yeah, just kind of a whole lot of nothing. Let's see if we can follow the trails of the Gru cluster a little bit better. Like, I don't know, maybe that will lead us to victory. Okay, that's... Oh, yep, that's a way even further up. I'm not quite looking for that yet. That's a lithium alcove. Or wait, no, this isn't a way that's further up. This is a way that takes you to another alcove. But the alcove doesn't lead anywhere itself, so it's kind of pointless in that. We are following the lights, chat. Can't flex your wisdom? I flex wisdom all the time. What are you talking about? I am so very wise to the ways of the world. Clearly 100%. If there's any wisdom ever, it probably came from me. Okay. We're gonna go for oxygen again. I know that that's earlier than I even usually go. But I'm just kind of taking this really systematically. So we finished that floor there. And I think next one. Oh, is that 1,000,000%? 1,000,000% is a lot of percentages to have. I had 1,000,000% once. Okay, we're heading up to the next section. Let's follow the screw cluster and see if it's got anything for me. It took me up to here. That's kind of useless. Thanks, screw cluster, for absolutely nothing. There's this little area here that's behind a little rock formation, which is pretty neat, pretty cool. Trying to figure out if there's, something here that I haven't experienced properly. There's a lithium up here. There's this little section. There's a lithium right there. Maybe that's the lithium section I was just looking at. Who knows? Not me, certainly. I'm probably very lost. I found a streamer who banned the phrase, "Who's that Pokemon?" I mean, listen, I'm sure that the streamers probably got a reason for doing what they did, but at the same time... What? Just why? Why would you ban "Who's that Pokemon"? Is it, like, the only thing I can think of is that chat, like, keeps on chanting, like, "Who's that Pokemon? Who's that Pokemon?" Back you, Lord, welcome back. I am, searching for a cuttlefish egg. So that's great for me. I'm not having a ton of luck, but we're having an experience, and that is the most important part, is that we are surely experiencing today. Then this Gru cluster takes us to the next level of everything. I'm really glad there's no like predatory fish in this area, or I would be terrified. Not find anything up there. But let me explain why I worry about 21 seconds. So usually I'm around 15 seconds behind, so that doesn't bother me. But because I'm 21 seconds, it means my Wi-Fi is making the delay worse every few minutes. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, no, that's fair. Hello. Hi, Rogue. Thanks for the, yep, thanks for the exclamation marks. Very cool when I am, you know, in a space like unto this. Okay, so that's the way out. Where is the cuttlefish egg? Please. I've explored this place in so many ways. Where's the cuttlefish egg? Please, please, I beg. I went and got a trailer for my boat and kind of drove illegally. Oh. Huh. Huh. Quimby, 2022. That's me. That's me, and that is what I say. Oh, that's so on point, actually. That's so very much what I do indeed say. I go, huh. That looked like it was gonna be something, but I don't think it actually was. Okay, we are getting very close to the moment where I'd want to go back and get oxygen. Where's this gosh darn dang it cuttlefish egg? Am I doing something wrong, cuttlefish? Am I doing something you don't agree with? Are you trying to indicate something to me? Are you trying to tell me something? Like, cuttlefish, please. Please, I beg. No, it was, huh. And no plates, nor lights, or even brakes. Again, less than an ideal way to drive, as long as, you know, you're safe and everyone on the road is safe. I guess I can't complain too much, but I am a little bit concerned. I have no clue where this cuttlefish is. It's just, I know there's one here. I know that there's one here because I found it before. It's for short distances. Okay, that does make me feel better about it. Short distances are less far than long distances. A wisdom from Quimby. I know that there's a cuttlefish egg somewhere in here. I know this. I have found it before. I have encountered this cuttlefish and I've brought it back and I've hatched it in my alien containment tank and I've made friends with it and become its parental figure. And where is it? Oh no. Did pirates invent cheddar cheese? Yeah, good valid question. I don't know the answer to that one. Did pirates invent cheddar cheese? Hey chat, sound off if you know the answer to if pirates invented cheddar cheese or not. Asking for a friend. That's the way out. So that's certainly not it. I mean, unless there's like a sneaky little tunnel on the way out. What's a pirate's favorite type of cheese? Cheddar. Oh no, that's an absolutely hilarious joke. Their favorite cheese is cheddar. Like, it's pirate noises. In a joke. What else could you ask for? Yes and no. Pirates inventing cheddar cheese. Went to get took me off to drive from and to. Yeah, I would recommend being careful in that circumstance. Okay, this is my last large filtered water. If we don't find the cuttlefish egg on this, you know, until I need more water, we're gonna have to come back another time. Maybe having looked at a guide or something. I don't know. Whoop. Hi, Lord. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. Good wake-up call or something, I guess. You know, very, very cool, very cool. I've been wandering around this mushroom for years. Years! I've looked in every little spot. I've looked up, and I've looked down. I've looked left, and I've looked right. I've looked even in the places where I didn't even know existed. And yet, after all this time, there's nothing. No progress, no sort of way to move forward from here. I'm being scammed. I'm being scammed by the mushroom. Huh. Womp. Quimby 2022. That does sound like something that I would say, doesn't it? Oh, thank you for the hunk, Rogue. Appreciate that. Whoop! Quimby jump scare noise. May 4th, 2022. Yo, it's Star Wars Day, isn't it? Oh man, I completely forgot that it was Star Wars Day. Have I been here before? Wait, where am I? This feels like a place that would be hiding a cuttlefish egg. I mean, obviously it's not hiding a cuttlefish egg because there was nothing up there. But this feels a lot like a place that would be hiding a cuttlefish egg if there was a cuttlefish egg to hide there. There's another location that I know of. Oh? Does it have a cuttlefish egg in it? There is. Another. Okay, I'm going to breathe. Okay. I mean, I know that the other mushroom forest has another mushroom like this that has a cuttlefish egg in it. And I know that both of the big mushroom trees do. And I know that the dunes has another cuttlefish egg, which I'm planning to go for at some point. But, other than that... Oh, and I think there's some alien caches with cuttlefish eggs. But that's about it. See, another little lithium alcove. I don't want lithium, I want a cuttlefish. I want a cuttlefish egg for my tank. Only a cuttlefish egg will do. Don't want lithium, no shale outcrops to break. I just want a cuttlefish egg. I want a cuttlefish egg for Christmas. There's one crater in the dunes. Yeah, and the one in the Lost River. I got the one in the Lost River. That's the one with the cache that you use the orange tablet with, right? Pretty sure I've gotten that one. Alright, so this is the other entrance. Or at least it took us to the other entrance. And I'm pretty sure it's not up. I'm pretty sure it's rather down, actually. So, where in the heck? Where? 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 Please, where? Little mushroom tree. I'm begging. Please give me a cuttlefish egg. I really need it. Oh, hi Lord. Hello. Thanks for the exclamation marks. Very much appreciated in this day of attempting to to find a cuttlefish egg. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna really quick see if the internet knows anything about this. I want to see if they know. Mushroom forest cuttlefish egg. I don't want to pull up a video guide because, yeah. Now I go, oh, yes, thanks for stopping in. Alright. So, yeah, there's one here. There's one in the other one. They're both like northwestern and northeastern. But where, please, where? No, that's just saying that there is one in the Mushroom Forest Cave. I know that there's one in the Mushroom Forest Cave. I want to know where in the Mushroom Forest Cave it is. That's talking about the dunes. We are in the Northwest Mushroom Cave. Well, that's just a picture of where it is, and that just... You know what? We'll just go for another one. Okay. Judging by the picture, it's next to a piece of grue cluster. So maybe if we just look at every single grue cluster that we can find, we'll get some sort of clue. You know? Just I see a grue cluster and I just look. I look and see if there's, something about it. There's something about these grue clusters that seem to want the cuttlefish. They seem to make the cuttlefish eggs want to hang out next to them. I'm just gonna look at every single grue cluster and be like, yes, and now you see here that this grue cluster is clearly indicative of the ancient evolutionary form of a cuttlefish. Clearly what you are seeing right here is the first evolutionary stage in the cuttlefish life cycle. They just go. The internet doesn't help, I'm guessing. Well, if I wanted to watch, like, a video on it, I'm sure it would. But, I don't know if that might be a little too much cheating. Like, yes, I just looked up a guide for it and then immediately didn't use the guide when it was given to me. But that's what I call being quirky. I don't know, it just feels a bit weird to be like, on stream like, yes, now let's watch this YouTube video about how to find a thing, Just seems a bit odd. This grue cluster will lead me up further into everything. And I don't know that I necessarily want to go further up at the moment. If I get like really, really desperate, I'll pull out the video. I'm pretty sure, I feel like it's gotta be on this level somewhere. I don't know why, but this level is just giving me, the vibes of the place where I found the cuttlefish the first time I played. The first time that I found it. Sure would be nice if I had literally any memory of anything that I've done in my life ever. Okay, maybe we are desperate. Maybe we are a little bit desperate.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thanks, Ada. Appreciate the warm welcomes. There's coordinates for it, but I don't know how to pull up coordinates. Yeah, let's see if I can just find, like, 2-minute video. I'll keep the volume off. But let's just see what they've got. Alright. So, they are they're in the Northwestern Mushroom Forest. That's where we are, chat. We are in the Northwestern Mushroom Forest. It's the one with Life Pod 13. And they're at the giant tree. That's us, chat. We are at the giant tree. Alright. And they found... wait, hold on. Is that the one that we're at? Hold up. Are we actually at the northeastern tree? Wait. Hold on. Hold up. Wait just a minute. They went through a different entrance. They found an entrance over on this side, it looked like, somehow. Oh my gosh. Cuttlefish egg! Chat, we were in the wrong section of the mushroom. Okay. That's sus, chat. We were at the giant tree. No, technically I was saying that is us. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, it is a little bit sus that we are at a giant tree. Okay, but, like, look! Look! Cuttlefish! Cuttlefish! Listen, yes, I was in the wrong spot. That's true, I will own up to that. That's on me for being wrong. Maybe if I wanted to succeed, I shouldn't have been wrong. And I accept that. I accept that is a problem that I have, and I accept that is something that I did wrong. I'm very sorry for being wrong. I will attempt to be less wrong next time. But on the bright side, yes, Shard Spoon, success! We are successful, and just in the nick of time because I'm running out of food and water. Hey. Man, kind of sus to be at a giant tree, though. Why are you at a giant tree? So you can talk with other men? Kind of weird. Alright. But we got the cuttlefish. We also got 2 jelly ray eggs and 2 of another egg that I can't quite tell you what it is. It may perhaps be a cave shark, a bone shark egg. They look like this. I actually don't think it's bone shark egg. I think that bone shark eggs have more of the plating that bone sharks have on them. And these eggs do not. Look at my hunger bar. I was very close to needing to commit some atrocities in order to stay fed. But luckily, no atrocities need to be committed here. We just simply make our way back to the base. A successful trip. Clinks glass. You know when people like do toast and it's like, ha 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 ha. Yeah, it's quite an excellent journey out there. I was so impressed by your use of the natural resources. It's like, oh, that's me. That's me right now. Alright, we zoom. Wait, do I have any quartz? This is important, I promise. It's a relevant question. I think 1 quartz is actually all that I need. Like 2 titanium. Relevant question. Because hatch. Gotta build a hatch. Ta-da! And now I'll be able to enter just from this little first part. Look how many fish I have. That's nice. Alright, so 32 food and 44 water. These are the jelly ray eggs, these are I don't know what, and the cuttlefish. So they should open up at some point. Look, you can see the little cuttlefish inside of the egg. It's so cute. It's kind of spinning, but you can see the cuttlefish. And it is precious and darling, and I love it so much. Alright. Let's leave these eggs here for a hot second. So that I may, give them some time to hatch. I kind of want to see if we can see what's in the mystery eggs before we're done here today. I'm not sure what those are. They were in the mushroom, and that's about all the information that I have on them. I'm just gonna eat a ton of marble melons. You know when you come home from a trip and you just go to like your garden or whatever, and then you just like eat watermelons at once? That's the experience that I'm having at this moment. I am experiencing eating watermelons. For sure, definitely. And okay, so we gotta give our creatures some time to hatch, because if we just hover in there and watch, then that's probably not a great, hatching environment for an egg to have. Is there something that I can busy myself with in the meanwhile? Hey, just out of curiosity, does this look like more Reginald's than I started with? Because I'm going to be honest, it's looking a little bit like there's more Reginalds in there than I first thought that there was. Like, there's definitely more Gary fish. I'm thinking that the Reginalds might, the Reginald population might have had a little bit of a boom. Because there's also more peepers in there than I originally put in. I should get another hoverfish and see if I can end up with more hoverfish. We are doing experiments. Hi, Lord. Hello. Make bigger base? I could make a bigger base for sure. I don't. Me too. Me too, Shard. Me too. I don't. I don't know how many started with, but that's a lot. It's a fair amount of Reginalds. Hoverfish! We got the hoverfish. Which one? Oh, the Reginalds are the, like, mint green and purple pink ones. Here, I'll show you in a second. The ocean is a soup. Is seawater a broth? Is my question there. So, these ones are Reginalds. Their name is Reginald. And they're all named Reginald. Every single one of them is named Reginald. Have you ever played creative? No, I actually have never played creative. Hatch. Hatch. What are you? You know, what are you? You've got like a little bit of yellow, purple on them and stuff. You should? I don't know, because I think that a big part of the fun of the experience for me is like exploring the biomes and looking for resources. It's fun to just mess around. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I do think that there's more Reginalds in here than I originally placed. That's a lot of Reginalds. Just straight up, that's a lot of Reginalds. Yeah, creative mode could be cool. I mean, I've got my giant base that I'm building from the bottom of the world to the top. I should visit that. I haven't done any work on it today. I don't want to go all the way back down there and, you know, because I want the eggs to hatch. I want to see what's in this egg. Like, what are you? I think I know what the eggs are. I do not. One theory, I don't think it's a bone shark egg because it doesn't have the, like, plating on it that bone shark eggs have. I'm running into fish. Every few seconds I'm bonking into a fish. Make a base reaching down to the bottom of the void. Yo. I shall not spoil. Thank you very much. I appreciate the lack of spoiler. Look at the Oculus eyes. Why do they look like that, though? You know, why the Oculus look like that? That's just a bit creepy. Making a base down to the bottom of the void would be fun. I actually wonder if that would be possible to do, like, in survival, honestly. Am I on? It's giving me sounds as if I'm walking on the ground, but I'm definitely swimming. Because, okay, so if you use strategic observatories, is my idea there. Peeper's creepy cousin. The void is infinite. Oh, yeah, okay. But because observatories count as a separate biome to the game, you're not technically in the void when you're in an observatory. So, you can spend time in observatories and stuff and have the ancient ghosts de-aggro at you. So, I'm thinking, do you have 2 air tanks? Not on me. I've got an extra air tank. I think I took it down to the bottom of the world with me, if I'm going to be honest. I could make another air tank if necessary. Is that an ominous statement? Do you have air tanks? Because, should I be afraid? Should I be afeared? This mod that makes the bottom of the void makes a new biome? Yo, that sounds kind of pog. Like, I love the idea of the void as, a player boundary. So instead of it just being like, you can't go here, it's like, if you go down here, the ghost leviathans are gonna mess you up. And they will mess me up. I should build another reactor rod. I think I've got the uraninite for it. And I think I also have the lead for it. I just need quartz. Let's pick up some quartz while we wait for our boys to hatch. Because you can have more than one air filled with air at a time. Like have more than one air tank at a time that has air. Yeah, when I in the early game, when I go for like wreck diving, especially the big wreck out over by Life Pod 17, I always make sure to have 2 air tanks on me because I know that if I don't, I will just absolutely perish. It's like, the fluff? Fluff? Why is this air tank fluffy? That seems like a poor design choice. Is there a crash fish in here? Feels like there might be a crash fish in here. I don't know if I've decontaminated this space. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I did decontaminate this space. Pog? Pogchamp? Pogchampion? Cool. Was not expecting that. Anyway, I think that's enough to make a reactor rod. Probably. Why did I... There we go. No, like that. There we go. We made it. I have 3. 1 on me and 2 reserve. Yeah, good plan. Especially if you're spending like a ton of time without a vehicle in an area. It can be really fun if you just want to get all the fish in an aquarium or grow the plants or something. See, actually, I know a biologist that I tried really hard to get into this game. And my main, like, selling point for it was that you can, you know, have all the plants and grow yourself a little, you know, a little environment for you to live your life in and to live sustainably. I don't think the idea quite caught on, but, you know, it was interesting looking at this game less from a, like, I just gotta survive point of view, and more from a, how can I work with my environment to have a good life and experience in this world. I build massive stuff? Yeah, very true. Of course you can do that without creative. Like me, I'm doing that with my massive underground base. The massive base in the lava zone. Was it 1 lead or 2? 1 lead. Then 1 titanium and 3 uraninite. I just want to make sure that, you know, I want to make sure that my base is taken care of in the case that the nuclear power goes out. I want to make sure that it's going to be alright. So let me just drop that in. I actually used an entire reactor rod in my Lost River base. My X-Wing crash and burn today. Pog. Very cool, very cool. I think. The cuttlefish. I mean, it is Star Wars Day, so that's kind of important. I meant get all the fish and plants. Oh, like just grab them and have them? Yeah, that too. I was trying to sell the Subnautica with like, you can build a greenhouse and you know, collect all of the plants and then care for them and study the conditions under which they grow. Yeah? What's up, Ray? What you got? But never said I didn't. Never said in the game though. Oh, never said you didn't do it in real life. Wow, would you look at how absolutely lovely and crime-free my chat is? Haha, my chat committing crimes? You must be thinking of a different chat. Haha. If my chat were to ever commit crimes, surely I would know about that and would, you know, definitely know that my chat were to commit crimes and not have to, and not be lying about that. Wow, I sure do love how crime-free my chat is. Chat, is this working? Is this, are they listening? Can they, you know, can they tell how absolutely definitely crime-free you guys are? Does Quimby have Cyclops? I do have a Cyclops. It is currently down there. I leave it at my Lost River base because I took it down there when I was doing the big move, and it's a lot of hassle to get it back. So, her name is Andromeda, and she is a very good little Cyclops, very good little submarine. I think I get a notification if the eggs hatch, but I do want to just keep checking. Good little Cyclops. Good, friendly little Cyclops. I did in real life by shooting at toy RC X-Wings fireworks. Yeah, no, definitely in a game. So crime-free, so extremely crime-free. I've never experienced a chat so entirely free of crime as this chat right here. In fact, I actually want to take a second and thank you guys for being so completely crime-free. That's really, really quite awesome of you guys to just be so completely averse to even the idea of committing crimes. You don't get that super often. I appreciate it. That's something illegal. Haha, wow, would you look at the, I am on the hunt for titanium metal salvage for future building projects, and don't pay attention to my chat, they're just being silly at the moment. Oh, look, the bright colors and moving pictures and things. Wow, definitely, for sure. Lord, I'm trying to cover for you. Wow, look at that. Oh, 4 metal salvage all right over there. Let's see if we can find it. Lord, get out of here. Or, get out. Flee the country. I don't know. Wow, metal salvage. Better pick that up. It's a good source of titanium, and as a Subnautica player, I'm always constantly in need of titanium. How are we doing on space? I can pick up a few more. Made a joke so bad it should be illegal. Oh. Well, that one's fine then. I'm gonna be honest, chat, I actually really love bad jokes. Like, not bad as in, like that joke is objectively terrible and not funny and why did you say that? Like, those kind of jokes are not good bad, but just, like, bad puns and stuff, I thrive off of that. That is my bread and butter. Salt on my mashed potatoes, absolute best life experience kind of beat. Okay, that is as much metal salvage as I can take on this journey. I wanna see my new cuttlefish, and I wanna see my my jelly rays, and I wanna see my mysterious fish that I don't know what they are, but it seems like they might be something suspicious. I just want to see them, I made a terrible, terrible joke. Oh. Well, have you considered not? Have you considered not making a terrible joke? I think that's definitely an option, for sure. You know what they say about terrible jokes? They could not exist. Nope, you haven't considered that? Well, oh, maybe you could just give it some thought sometime. It's, please consider not doing terrible jokes. It's absolutely free to just not say anything. I don't know where I'm going with this. Look, titanium. Wow, I am such a Subnautica player. Collecting titanium. Incredible job, me. Do I have any space anywhere for excess titanium? Let's just drop it right there. There's not a single thought swimming through my brain, my fishy brain. I respect that, actually. I do very much respect that. Listen, I've had enough no thoughts head empty moments in my life that, when other people are having their no thoughts head empty moments, I just, that's fine, live your best no thoughts life. I know that my eggs haven't hatched yet because I haven't gotten the notification, but what if they did though? What if they did hatch? Have they considered hatching? Have my eggs considered being hatched yet? Nice nuclear water. I mean, I will admit that I considered the possibility of a nuclear reactor irradiating my water filtration system, But then I decided that I just wanted to put them all in the same place anyway and didn't care about the consequences. So, yep, nuclear water it is for me. Have my creature eggs considered just hatching? Have they considered being hatched yet? Like, look at them go. These eggs are actually so hatchable. Either it is XXXX or it is XXXX. I can't argue with that. Just got a friend request from a guy with no name. Was it literally a guy with no name, or is it like, some guy no name? Here, I'm gonna drink some water while we're just staring at these eggs for a little bit. No name guy, yeah. Me when guy has no name, I guess. Oh, could also be XXXXXXXXXX. Some blank name guy. Huh. That's kind of disconcerting. When you meet someone and it seems like you can be friends. Seems like you're gonna be cool and chill, and then they just don't have a name. I think that that's a little bit odd. Is my cuttlefish attempting to escape the confines of its egg? Is it attempting to get out? That's kind of cute, actually. I don't trust people who don't have names. Just have a name. That's all. That's all that I would like to say about that, is if you don't have a name, why? Have you taken one out of the thingy? Cuttlefish? Not in this world, no. I've done it on other worlds, but on this world I'm just too fond of them. One cuttlefish out of the tank. Maybe. I've already gotten the achievement for it, so I'm trying to decide if that's, something that I even want to do at all. Because if you've already got the achievement, then haha, what's the purpose of that? Why not just keep them with me forever? So the thing that I'm thinking is that inevitably someday I am going to build a Neptune rocket. Not yet. I've still got a lot more to do here. But someday I'm going to build the Neptune rocket. Names Newton Fitzgerald or just Fitz. Oh, I kind of like that. How about it, little baby cuttlefish egg? Would you like to be Fitzgerald? That looks like a Fitzgerald to me. Oh, that looks like a Fitzgerald to me. But yeah, so I'm thinking that when inevitably I build the Neptune rocket, you know how there's storage on the Neptune? And you can bring things with you if you so wish? I was thinking, what if I brought with me all of my cuttlefish? And I know that they're, that we're gonna get back to Altera and they're probably going to get confiscated or something. But I still sort of feel better about that than just abandoning them to the watery depths for the rest of their lives. They're my babies. They're my little fishy guys. It could also be XXXXXXX. That's so many X's. Oh my gosh, did the cuttlefish just hatch? Fitzgerald! Chat, we have a new cuttlefish! It's Fitzgerald, and there's no way to distinguish Fitzgerald from the other ones, but, this one is Fitzgerald. Definitively. The poor cuttlefish. I know, the cuttlefish kind of get a bad deal of it, because either they get released into the wild and never see me again, because, I don't think that Riley Robinson's ever coming back to 4546B, or, they get brought with and probably confiscated by Altera. There's just no good option. Is there 3? Yep, I've got 3. I've got 2 right there and another one right there. So I've got 1 from the Deep Degassi Sea Base, I've got 1 from the Lost River cache, and I've got 1 that we picked up just now. Or left in the aquarium. Did I? Yeah. There's not a lot. So pretty? Yeah. The cuttlefish they're just friends. If I took one out and let it swim around, I could actually play with it and have it do little tricks and stuff. I might let them go. I don't know, I would feel a little bit bad about, keeping them forever and maybe condemning them to it, unfortunately. I don't know. My finger. Lord, please. I'm very concerned about you. Oh, and thank you for the exclamation marks. I release my fish before I leave. You know, that's a good plan. You know, I've got all these Reginalds and Peepers and Garyfish and Hoverfish and everything, and maybe I should just give them a chance. I'm gonna be honest, I'm... Hoverfish. I'm not certain that these eggs are gonna hatch within the time that I'd want them to. So we might end here for today with the hatching of the third cuttlefish, thus named Fitzgerald. I can bother them out in their respective bother to let them out in their respective biomes. Honestly, that's very ethical. I like that a lot. Maybe I will do that. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and end here for today. Normally we'd end in the observatory looking at the world tree, but I don't want to make the trip all the way back down, so we're just gonna stop here looking at all of the fish because they are lovely. And we're gonna go ahead and save because that's important. May I request a raid? Let me see what I've got and then we can see. So I'll put you guys on the frog screen. Let's get some jazz started. Bye Quimby, yeah! Here, let me just quick shut down the game while the jazz is starting up. Listen to that jazz. So jazzy. Yeah, let me go ahead and start looking for someone to raid. Let's see, yeah, there's, I don't really have anyone that I'm, you know, I'm like, yeah, I gotta raid them, so Lord, go ahead and do a request if you'd like. Taking requests on people to raid right now. Have a good day and enjoy the fishies? I will. I'll do my best to enjoy the fishies. Okay, _Michael. Or 6th District Alliance. Okay, I'll look. Oh, what are they doing? Look up. Okay, Michael. Let's just see what they've got going on. Workout Wednesday, I think. Okay. Cool. We love a workout. I'll keep that under consideration. I also want to see what 6th District Alliance is doing. Alright. Tale of Toast. Okay. Alright. You know, 6th District Alliance, it's their one year stream anniversary, and you know what, that sounds like a good raid to do, so let's go ahead and send you guys there. Some really live earn for me. Yeah, I think we're gonna do 6th District Alliance. It's their anniversary, you know, we gotta... anniversaries are important. Let's go ahead and give them just a little raid. Oh, I'm very sorry, Rogue. Very sorry. You can suggest a raid another time. I just, you know, gotta get in that sweet anniversary content. You got raid message? Gosh, I keep meaning to come up with one. Honestly, just saying like Quimby says hi works. Just being like Quimby says hi! Exclamation marks or whatever emoji you'd want to use from there. Here, let's get that raid started. I shall remind you tomorrow. Thank you. Yeah, so for right now, thanks all for coming today. It was, you know, just a lovely little cozy Subnautica stream. You know, yes, we killed a Reaper, but nothing too crazy. I will be back tomorrow. I believe tomorrow is Thursday, so that sounds an awful lot like it's gonna be a Portal 2 day. You did what? Oh yeah, we killed a Reaper. It was chill. It was fine. It was technically cozy. Yes, thank you for the exclamation marks. I gotta get going though, so I gotta finish up my little talk. Yeah, I stream Monday through Saturday, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna be doing some Portal next few days, so if you want to come around, come vibe. But anyways, go have fun with 6th District Alliance. Yes, thank you for the honk, Ray. Appreciate it. And I will see you guys later. Okay, alright. Bye.